Yeah. I mean, not only do I have to follow that, I also have to ask you for money right now. I mean, that is like, I am so, Father John, wow, that was incredible. So I don't even know if I need to make an ask after this. Um, it really is, it is a pleasure and a joy. And I think, Father, you said two wonderful things. God works through people, and he works through his providence. And I think that goes both ways. As a priest, I see that all the time, how God works through a priest, how he works through you, how his providence just connects those dots, brings people together, changes their lives. As legionaries of Christ, as missionaries, priests, we also rely 100% on providence. I make no salary, right? I relive by donations entirely. And the brothers, who you see around the room here, the young ones, I can kind of see them through the lights back there, here and there, they all rely on donations too, on scholarships, which is $33,000 for every seminarian. See, all of us, we all started in the seminary in Cheshire, Connecticut. If you could cue the thing. Here's Father John Bartunek. I mean, look at it. Now, okay, so his desk was right next to mine, and like I don't wear glasses, but look at those glasses. Oh my gosh. But those, those are because we live by donations. That's like, nobody would buy those, right? You only get those if you have like no money, right? So Father would just sit there with perfect posture, and he'd have his book wide open, and he would just, and I was like, how does he do that? So Father John, even from those first moments next to me, you were an inspiration. Here's there. I think some of the other, there you go, much more familiar. Father Michael Slaney, right? He was doing selfies even back then with his videos. We trained him to do that at the seminary, right? Father Michael, who, if he runs a lot today, 6 miles a day, he was running like 30 miles a day back then, full of life and enthusiasm, began in Cheshire. His vocation was there at our seminary, under scholarship, right, from other people. And the priest that he is today, connecting the dots, it goes back to that moment. Look at that smile. Oh my gosh. Father Sean, he's got the glass. You can see, the glass, donations. That's what you get. He's crying out for something. It's like, please, don't subject us to that. Oh my gosh. That's the only picture I've ever seen of Father Sean in the library, actually. Just kidding. He actually started our library in Rye, Here he is today, Father Sean. Nice glasses, exactly. So this is, tracing back here. Father Stephen, look at that. He was 10 years old when he joined. God calls whatever he wants, right? So, Father Stephen, actually, we have somebody, when we join, you have a brother who's assigned to you, and he's called your guardian angel. So, Father was my guardian angel back then. He showed me how to do my first steps. So, everything I am today, I owe to Father Stephen. In that first week of there he is. Oh. He still looks the same. I wish I could go backwards. Father Stephen Riley, now we're starting to go back more to ancient history. I'm dead when I get home. Yeah. But at least I'll have raised some money tonight. So there he is in the middle up there with the arrow pointing to him. We added that. It wasn't in the original photo. But this is actually the first generation to study in our seminary in Cheshire. So Father Stephen was the founding generation with the other priests there. And there he is today. Look at that. Full of wisdom. And now we're going to go way back. Oh, wait, here's Father Mark. Yeah, Father Mark Haydu, ran the Vatican Museums and was in our novitiate with Father John and I, Father Stephen. We were all together in the same class. So quite a class, right? So there he is today. Father. Looks the exact same. And there we go. That's Pope John Paul II. He was a novice with us, too. His donation, we ran out of black cassocks. We didn't have enough money to buy them, so we had to get him a white one. But anyway, it worked out. And right behind him with the black hair is Father Donald, right? So, who's taller than the Pope, right? And everybody else he meets almost. Father Donald was one of the first superiors in Cheshire. So he knows all about having to raise funds for that. There he is today, right? So, last but not least, I get 3 photos. Oh my gosh. This is the day I joined the Legion. I'm in the airport, flying out, right? Happy to get away from Minnesota. And there I am on my profession day off in the corner with my little brother there is looking at me with a smile. He's a priest today too. He's in Rome. He's a legionary of Christ. So, and here I am today there. Yeah. My grandma always says when she sees a photo of me, she says, "Oh, you have this glow about you." And I'm like, no, that's just the light reflecting off my forehead. It really is. It's getting more prominent as the time goes. I feel sorry for all of you out there with these lights on. All right. So, every seminarian is $33,000. So if you can write a check for that, that would be awesome. And I'll just leave you at that, right? No. Well, there's other options, right? 5,500, 10, 100. So many of you have been so generous over the years, and this year as well. And so I'm just going to say that, to thank you for that. If you feel moved today, if you want to talk about scholarshiping a seminarian or helping, we'd be very grateful. As you can see on this little card here, there are 4 ways to give. It's on the other side. And we try to keep it as simple as possible. There's a donor card attached to your programs, right? And there's extra donor cards upstairs in case you want to fill out tons of them, right? No limits on God's providence. Pam will be up in the reception area all night to answer your questions, right? So on the front of the donor card, you'll fill out the contact information and the donor amount. Now, the back of the card are the quick and easy directions to make the gift by check, credit card, or stock option. If you are making a donation this evening, please do fill out the card and drop it off in the box upstairs in the reception area, as this will help us with the gift processing. For a donation by check, there are envelopes upstairs for you to insert your check and donor card before dropping that off in the box. And if you prefer to donate using your credit card, just fill out the donor card, make your donation, and then drop it off in the box. There are directions on the back of the donor card to make a donation by credit card using either your smartphone or one of the computers that are set up upstairs. Finally, there's also an option to receive information about making a gift of stock. Just fill out the donor card indicating your interest in this option and drop it off in the box upstairs. We will then contact you in the next couple of weeks with the stock transfer instructions. That's it. So this is to support the priests, in the present, and those that are going to be taking our place, right? Brother Aguilar here, he's the one that's going to write the next better part, right? Who knows? The next one is going to be hearing confessions. The next one is going to be baptizing your grandchildren. We need to support them, right? And that's what this evening is about. So I thank you so much for that. And of course, Father John, thank you for such a tremendously moving and inspirational talk. You've once again showed us how wonderful it is to follow Jesus, who is the better part. God bless you.